Okay. Next, what we are going to touch upon is the combination of resistance. This is again the new subtopic, combination of resistance. Now there are two resistance can be connected in different combinations. One combination is a parallel combination, the other one is a series combination. Now how does a series looks like? I told you in the previous classes also. Series means one after another. So look at this series. This is R1 resistance 1, then R2, then you have R3. So let's say the R1 is 1 ohm, R2 is again 1 ohm, R3 is again 1 ohm. So this is the way, one after another. This kind of combination is known as series combination. Fine? Okay. Now if you connect these three resistance in this form, parallel, one above another like this, and look at this, one end of the resistance, this end of the first resistance, this end of the second resistance, and this end of same end of the third resistance are all connected at one point. Similarly, the other ends of all the three resistance are connected at the other terminal. This kind of combination is known as parallel combination of resistance. Now, suppose again these three are 1 ohm, 1 ohm and 1 ohm. In this series combination, or these three appliances are connected like this in series, and I ask you what is the total resistance? So the total resistance in the case of a series combination will be R, which is the total resistance, or we say equivalent resistance, is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Means if the resistance are connected in series, just add them. Okay, just add them, you will get the equivalent resistance of the entire circuit. Now what will happen with parallel connection? Suppose if the resistance are connected like this, okay, they are not in series now, they are in parallel combination. Fine. Now if I ask you again, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, and they are connected in parallel. So if I ask you now what is the equivalent resistance of the entire circuit? So the equivalent resistance will be, so 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3, which means you have to invert them and then add them together. So then you will get the equivalent resistance of the entire circuit when the resistance are in parallel combination. Fine. So what is RS? RS is the total resistance or effective resistance or equivalent resistance when the resistance are connected in combination. So if all of the three are 1 ohm, what is the total resistance of this circuit? Can you tell me? If the resistance are connected in series like this, and if I give you the values, if this R1 is 1 ohm, R2 is 1 ohm, R3 is also 1 ohm, then the total resistance in the circuit, total, each of them are 1 ohm, 1 ohm and 1 ohm. Okay? So the total resistance is going to be R1 plus R2 plus R3, which is 3 ohms, isn't it? Same 3 resistance, if I bring it in parallel combination, and then what is the total resistance when they are in parallel combination?
3.
Yeah, 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1. Okay, so again 3 ohm. Yeah, so now I'm going to give you another combination. Let's say in series combination, the first R1 is 1 ohm, R2 is 2 ohms, R3 is 3 ohms. What is the equivalent resistance? 6 ohm. Very good. 6 ohms. Okay. If R1 is 1, R2 is 2 and R3 is 3, then the total resistance is 6 ohm, because what is the equivalent resistance? 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6 ohm. Okay. Now same thing here. R1 is 1 ohm, R2 is 2 ohm, R3 is 3 ohm. So what is going to be the
6 ohm.
What is going?
11 upon 6 ohm. 11 upon 6 ohm.
11 up. Is it? Okay, here some of you are going to make this mistake. What you're going to do is on the left hand side, here on the left hand side, please write as I'm telling you, 1 upon Rp. Please on the left hand side write 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. Okay. Now, what is the answer you are getting when you solve the right hand side? 11 upon 6. So now you tell me what is the equivalent resistance when they are connected in parallel?
6 upon 11.
Exactly 6 upon 11. So all of you, please do keep this in mind. Most of you, what you do is you forget the left hand side. You just think that the left hand side is equivalent resistance. No, equivalent resistance is Rp. You do not have to calculate 1 upon Rp. In series combination, you have to calculate Rs. In parallel combination, you have to calculate Rp. Okay. Now, another question. Suppose if there are two resistance, R1 and R2, both connected in parallel combination, and the value of both of the R is 3 ohm. Two resistance connected in parallel, both the values are 3 ohms. What is going to be the effective resistance?
1 upon 6 ohm.
1.5 ohm.
1.5 is the correct answer. Who said that?
Ma'am Chaitanya.
Yes, 1.5 is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. 1.5. See, now we are trying to derive how Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That is what we are trying to derive. Okay, very important. Now, suppose I connect three resistance in series, R1, R2 and R3. So they are connected in series. This is a battery which provides a potential difference of V to the entire circuit. Okay, this is a ammeter. Now what I have done is I have connected 3 voltmeters across the 3 resistance. This V1 is the potential difference across R1, V2 is the potential difference across R2, V3 is the potential difference across R3. Okay? So what we have done is we have connected 3 resistance together in series combination and connected 3 voltmeters like this, and the total voltage of which the battery is providing is capital V, and the first voltmeter is reading V1, second one is V2 and third one is V3. So now whatever the voltage the battery provide, that will be equal to the addition of all the 3 voltages, because eventually battery is providing all the voltage. So V should be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, isn't it? Now from the Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR. So V1 should be I into R1. What should be V2? I into R2. Yeah. Here please write R3. I have missed out one R3 here. What is V3? I into R3. Okay.
R3.
Now, whenever the resistance are connected in series, now the current, whatever current starts from the positive terminal like this, goes like this, goes through R1, goes through R2, goes through R3 and comes back to the negative terminal. Whenever the resistance are connected in series, same current flows through all the resistance and the same current is flowing through the entire circuit. The current doesn't get divided in a series combination. I am repeating, the current does not get divided. Same current flows, because look at this combination. The only path is to go to the next resistance. The only path is to go to the third resistance, and then it comes back and completes the circuit. So the current does not get divided in a series combination. That's why there is only one current in the circuit whenever the resistance are in series combination. That's why I have written I into R1, I into R2, I into R3. Now please substitute these values I into R1 here in this V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. I can cancel because this is the common thing. So I can cancel I on both sides. What I will get is Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3.
R3.
So this is the formula whenever the resistance are connected in series combination. Fine. So this is a small derivation that I have shown you. Now if you look at parallel combination, after which we are going to end the class. Okay. Look at the parallel combination. Now why am I doing parallel combination right here? Because again there is same important point that I am trying to tell you. When the resistance are connected in parallel, the I gets divided. The current gets divided. No, R1 is 10 ohms. 10 ohms. R2 is 1 ohm.
R3.
R3 is 5 ohms. 5 ohms.
R2.
R2. Okay, it is 10, 1 and 5. 10, 1 and 5. Which is the smallest resistance? R2. So now understand the story. When the current starts flowing from this positive terminal, current reaches at this point. Now current will stand and think, from which path should I go? Should I pass through R1? Should I pass through R2? Or should I pass through R3? More amount of current is going to flow through a resistance which is the least one. So now, because the current wants to flow, the current wants to take a path which has the least resistance. The current is very smart. He will come here at this point and will start thinking. Suppose the current is 10 ampere. The least is going to flow through R1. The current will get split. How will the current split? The current will decide, okay, which resistance is least. So more amount of current will flow through that resistance. Which resistance is maximum or more? Least current will flow through there. So current is very smart. We can't say let V1, V2 and V3 be the voltage. Now in this case the voltage is going to remain the same, but the current will not be same. What happened in the case of series combination? The current was same. Look at this. The current here was I. The current here was I. But the voltage was different. Voltage across all the three resistance is different. V1, V2, V3. But in parallel combination, the voltage is going to remain the same. This is one common voltage across all three. But the current is going to be different. Okay. Let the current across R1 be I1. Let the current across R1 be I1. Let the current through R2 be I2. And let the current through R3 be I3. Total current in the circuit should be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Total V upon Rp. Rp, what is Rp? Total resistance of the circuit. So look at this. Even if you don't look at these two lines, you can directly come from here to here. What is I? I is equal to V upon R. Resistance in parallel. What is I1? I1 is V upon R1. What is I2? V upon R2. Similarly, what is I3? V upon R3. So what can you do? What can you do? You can cancel the common term. Which is the common term on both sides? V. V is the common term. So if you cancel the common term, you will get 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Which is what is the equivalent resistance when the resistance are connected in parallel. We have seen what is a parallel combination, what is a combination of resistance in series. If the resistance are connected in series combination, what is the equivalent resistance? You have to simply add all the resistance together. But if the resistance are connected in parallel, then this is the formula. 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Do not leave the left hand side of this formula. Most of us make mistakes in ignoring the left hand side. Okay. Next we discussed we also saw the derivation of series combination. Okay. So the important 2 points is in a series combination, the current remains the same, voltage is split. But in a parallel combination, voltage remains same, current is split or current gets divided.